My name's Timothy Martin, and I'm one of the partners in a few businesses in Regina downtown here. Atlantis Coffee Company, Flip Eatery and Drink, as well as Malt City Whiskey and Beer. We started off with just one Atlantis location, then we brought on a couple partners. We built Flip Eatery and Drink. After that, we brought on another partner, built Malt City, and then branched off and did our second Atlantis location. One of the great things about Regina and the timing here is that I was born and raised in Regina and grew up at the right time to be able to watch and be a part of the growth and expansion of this city and the development and the palette itself even of the customers that we serve is growing, and so that's a pretty fascinating thing. And the downtown is the core of a city, so we need to be growing the core of the city at the same time as we expand the outers of the city as well, in the suburbs, and reach out and branch out in those areas. Growth as a business, you know, we're pretty focused downtown, and it doesn't mean that that's all we're into, but we're pretty focused downtown, and that's where all the opportunities, or a great number of opportunities, really presented themselves for us and my partnership group to be able to grow and build on a foundation that was just getting going. I mean, back in the old days, it was happening. Downtown was bumping, but as a kid for myself growing up, it wasn't. So it's nice to see that there has been growth. There's been other people, other groups coming in and implementing the same type of strategies that we are in different variations with more pubs, and there's a jazz bar now, and I think people are walking around downtown and thinking, hey, this is kind of like a big city now. It's a good thing. To anybody who's looking at expressing an entrepreneurial spirit in Regina and wanting to start with something either small or big, but whether the startup is small or big, it's still a startup. So don't forget that it takes time to grow. Another thing I was thinking about this morning is like the seed. And that seed, when it first sprouts, it jets up, but it needs to get weathered to be a strong, if it's a fruit-bearing tree, it needs to be strong to be able to bear the fruit. If it's not strong and it's sheltered all the time, it's not going to be able to carry a very heavy load of fruit. So if, in the metaphor of bearing fruit, and you want your business to bear some fruit, make sure that you can handle the storms, you can deal with the winds blowing on you and the rains coming down, because that's the way it is. It's not always super easy, but it's fun, and make sure you love what you're doing. But one thing that my partnership group has really been focused on is really encouraging and influencing the culture of our city. We're from this city, so it's dear to our heart, and we really want to just do things that we want to do. We want to see things that we want to see. We want to experience social life like we want to experience. So we have the opportunity with these venues to be able to provide different products that aren't standard to what's been expected out of Regina, and it's been received quite well from a lot of the younger crowd, the university crowd, the mid-30s, even the young 40s. They're really taken into what we have going on with some of our cocktails. We've used vinegar in some of our cocktails over at Malt City. So we've been doing some things that are pretty progressive for Regina, and again, yeah, it's been received quite well for the community. And that's something that I think, again, when you're using your city, it helps if you're going to influence your city, so you can know how to use your city, teach people to use your city, keep the conversation. If you hit a couple dead walls, just keep smiling and just keep educating the public, because that's the best you can do.